Hi, and welcome everyone. It is Peg with Bits and Pieces, and I am starting to work on things for 2021. Got a lot of things coming up this next year, and I just want to be prepared. I have this large calendar journal that I'm putting all of my important things into, remembering what happened throughout the year and the things that I need to do. January is new beginnings, and this month I want to focus on fresh starts, and so I'm getting this going in December, trying to be a little more proactive. I want to, have my essentials in my craft space. And there goes my friends. I got to mute my phone. I am so sorry. Um, the the thing that I am finding is that I get behind and then I get lackadaisical and then I don't do things. So I have to push myself out there. And one of the ways that I do that is with our community. Art Joy Sharing on Facebook is a great community. And if you don't know about it and you want to join a community this year that is all about art and sharing and supporting one another, check out Art Joy Sharing on Facebook. Shell C from Paper Altio Studio have a live video show each Thursday at 10:30 Central Time, and we do things for that community. We also have other artists in the community that share, and one of the things that I want to do right away in the first part of the year is showcase some of the artists that are in that group. So, if you're in my group and you would like to, have me showcase what you're doing, or you have something that you want to share with the community where you maybe need a little video backup, then reach out to me. But the other thing that I'm doing is getting a little bit personal. This is my personal journal. And while I'm introducing artists to Art Joy Sharing and their practices, I also want to keep track of my own. We will be doing some collaborations this next year, and I've got a whole bunch of fun things planned. Shell and I have been talking about what we're going to continue with and what we're going to change. And so gather your things and come and join us for the upcoming year. So, one of the things that I want to do right now for preparing for next year is think about what I'm doing and the reasons I'm doing it. There are reasons to create every day. Um, Sometimes I find I don't have a specific goal. It's kind of hard for me to sit down in my chair and just start creating sometimes from scratch, but it helps if I create every day. The challenges in Art Joy Sharing, we do monthly challenges. And while I love year-long ideas, I don't have the follow through for that. And, I take year-long classes and things, but sometimes I have breaks and I have to play catch up. And, I'm just saying that our monthly challenges or weekly challenges are much easier than year-long challenges. Um, the other reason is with the 30-day challenge, we have the end in sight. We know how long this is going to go for and whether we can actually do it. Are we going to get half of it done? And there's nothing wrong with doing half of it. Some people set those goals to do half of what a challenge is, and there's nothing wrong with that. But those daily practices are so important. The other thing is you end up with a huge amount of work. 30 days of something is a huge amount of work. I just think about doing our artist trading cards from the last couple of years and how many artist trading cards I had and how many I had to trade and the journal pages that I did when we were doing month-long journal pages. it's a great way to create a volume of work and to be consistent. And actually, I'm really quite happy with what I've done. So, it helps push me out there. It's also a great way to meet and reach out to new people. When you have challenges, a lot of people participate and you find out about them and what their style is. And it's just fun to inspire one another and create along with each other. So, think about those daily habits and, you know, join the group. Are you on board with that? Are you ready to join? Telling our group we are going to do things makes us accountable, real. It also helps others know our plans and, maybe they want to join in with us. Maybe it's going to make them happy to have a art buddy or pal. So, you know, talk to your friends, encourage them to join things with you. If not our group, maybe there's something else that interests you and you want to join there. But there's lots of things out there that you can do. We have a very diverse group with lots of different interests, and that's one of the things about Art Joy Sharing is it's not specific to just art journaling or making paper crafts or, it's any kind of art. We welcome it. So, that's something in behalf of Art Joy Sharing. If you want to dabble or experiment in something that's outside of the norm for you, it's a great place to go because you're going to find all kinds of different art. So, if you kind of fall through the cracks sometimes, things didn't work out just the way you'd planned in your life, it's not a huge fail. And you can always start again because we have multiple challenges, multiple things going on. The main thing is to start something and to share it and to motivate yourself and others. So each month in Art Joy Sharing, we have hashtags, and you can interpret these tags any way you see fit. It's your own special way. But if you use the hashtags on social media, then your fellow artists can find what it is you've been working on. And, maybe they're really interested in what you're doing. Lately I've been working with the gel press plate and alcohol ink and alcohol lift ink and stencils and stamps and all kinds of things. So, I mean, you know, whatever your interest is, somehow you can work that into the hashtag for the month because they're pretty generic. Okay. So for January, the hashtag is AJOS just join because what I'd like to see is you make a commitment to your practice and join the community. One of the things that I'm doing in building my calendar page here is I'm thinking about next year and what direction I want to go. And many people pick a word of the year. The first month's prompts are going to be kind of funny. You're going to enjoy them. I had a little tongue in cheek as I was putting together the Pick a Stick challenge. But the point I want to make here, yeah, what point were you making, Peg? Good grief. Can you say squirrel? Okay. My point is that in order to improve in our art, we have to make the commitment to our practice. And the thing that I find that helps me is by joining a community and coming back to that word of the year. That's where I started tossing around words, and I wanted to build a bridge to the community to welcome people in, to allow the good feelings in art to flow. So, bridge was good, but it just wasn't doing for me what I wanted. So, I chose build as my word for the year. Um, and reading from, let's see, reading from references. So, build in art is to encourage in art, to encourage practices and business and form a plan, develop your skills, the intensity, the tempo, you know, that's what community is all about. And that's why we have formed this art community to lift each other up, to build a bridge for each other, to help each other achieve the goals that we have. So I will be introducing artists that are within the group. It's not just about me, it's about sharing. And that's why we call it a sharing place. So I will be sharing an artist series. We will be sharing our prompts and our work and just having a really good time with things this month. Trying to think if there's anything else important for January. The prompts for the Pick a Stick Challenge will be up on the 1st. If you're not familiar with the Pick a Stick Challenge, we have done this for 6 years now, and it's a group of prompts, 10 prompts, and there are 6 that need to be done in the order in which they are given. And if you don't like one of those 6, what you do is use one of the wild cards. There's 2 wild cards and there are 2 colors. So, each month it will be different. There are file folders created for information in the Art Joy Sharing group. There are also media files and albums within the media files so that you can find things according to a project. So suppose we do the artist trading card today, there will be a file folder where it is a repository of artist trading cards just for inspiration. So if you're looking for one thing, you can find that. And the way you find that is to click on those dots above for more and go to media. And in your media, on the far right of the screen, you will see albums. And then you'll see a list of the albums that have been created in the group for you. And you can add to an album. You can, just peruse what's there and get inspired. But I encourage you to bring your friends along, share this with other people, join the fun, and we will see you in 2021. Thanks for being here today. Love you all. Bye for now.